Actually, we have a lot of new songs for the new album already, and there is no space for piano, man, for sure.
Okay.
It will be very, very heavy.
During the first weeks of war, hiding from shelling and bombing, Vlad just composed about 5 new songs.
Wow.
Yes. I was absolutely unable to play. I didn't even touch my bass for a month. But as soon as the Russians just withdrew from Kiev, things in Kiev kind of, turned more or less normal way. And we started rehearsing, and I just felt inspiration and wrote the other 2 songs. And we are still composing, so we have some material for the upcoming album already. But it's anyway, yeah, we wanna wait a little longer with the next record than we used before, and even compose many songs and pick the best ones, just like we never did before, actually.
Okay, interesting.
So time to change things, time to change the approach to recording.
Yeah.
We already have I think 8 new songs. Yeah, but I think that we will start recording it at autumn 2023 because we have a really
busy
schedule.
spring, busy summer. So,
and we will have a pause in autumn. Yeah, and we for sure will sit in a studio somewhere in the world.
We're gonna dedicate this the rest of the fall and winter and maybe a spring, just like we always do, for composing maybe more and recording and composing more. So yeah, it's all about new album. Yeah.
I've got an idea.
The one thing that I can tell you about new album, it will be heavier, 2 times, and it will be more melodic.
More melody?
Yeah.
Melodic.
I don't know
Yeah,
what will be
melodic.
album or EP or single, so whatever.
Yeah.
But new music is now on the process, and after this run, we have United States, then Canada, and in October, November, and December we will sit it and compose new music. You never have time for new music when you're touring a lot, so it's it was a rush for us to record everything, prepare, and then go on tour. This time we will have more time for music, and it will be better for everyone in the band to have more time for the music, for recording, for everything. Maybe for some lyrics, I don't know, but yeah, I think it affects us all for sure. Maybe we don't understand it, but in some way. So, but it will be projected in new music. The war is now it's happening now.
Honestly, we have most of the upcoming album written. I mean, in terms of demos, music-wise, no vocals over it, but just music-wise, it's already written, most of the new album. So we are waiting for a starting point to go to the studio, record, work on this, rearrange. We will have a lot of time this time. We'll have a lot of time for this. Definitely after we are done with touring, next step will be making the new album.
Once we finished with this tour, there are some few tours announced for the next year, and then some festivals and here and there, and by at the end of the next year, I'm gonna start writing lyrics for the new album, because musically, it's music-wise, it's almost done as far as I know.
Oh, cool.
So that's another chapter for me to suffer and to revise my past traumas and stuff. We'll see how it goes. Maybe after 2 years it changed, but I don't think so. So, I mean, I am really bad at finding words. I need more time. That's what I wanted to say.
We are at 80% of the new album. There always will be something that has never been before. Otherwise, there is no need to make new music. It is hard to say now what exactly it's gonna be, and to some extent, I just don't want to make new spoilers, but it's gonna be definitely different from the previous album, for sure. Yeah, on the Wallflower album, I think we went even doom metal directions to some extent, because there are some very slow and very moody parts. Yeah, on the new record, to some extent, in some way, it's going the other way. Just maybe death metal direction, something like this. Yeah, something really powerful, again groovy, and something that just hits you, punches you straight to the face.
It's like, how are you feeling the difference between the two as it stands
It's
right
more,
now?
It's more aggressive. It's more aggressive. I think all the negativity, we just directed it into music. So there are songs which were written literally under shelling, under bombs.
Right.
Well,
right. Yeah.
Vlad
yeah.
was writing a lot during the siege of Kiev. I wasn't able, for example. That's a very, very interesting thing. I couldn't even pick up an instrument when things were happening around me. He was sitting and writing with the guitar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
As soon as the siege was over and the Russian army just stepped back from Kiev and things kind of calmed down, then it clicked for me. I started writing. Yeah.
We know more or less what the next record will be, and it's gonna be very heavy. In some way, it's gonna be more guitar oriented. At least the way I see those songs, a huge portion of them is just, pure groove metal with some progressive elements, but the foundation is groove metal and maybe even Lamb of God-ish a bit. So I would say that it's a sort of a step back to the roots, but as absolutely, different Jinjer, not the way it was 10 years ago, but being different people, being different musicians, we just cannot write the same. That's, let's say, our own view on ourselves 10 years after. At the same time, there are a lot of really, really beautiful melodies, especially those which came from Vlad. He managed to write a couple of fantastic, mesmerizing melodies, and I cannot wait for his songs to be out so that fans can listen to that, because that's pure magic. Honestly, we need to write a couple of more songs and the new record is done, at least musically. And then it's Tatiana's time, lyrics and vocals.